I think the modern family has progressed a lot, and now people, I think, are becoming more aware and understanding that you build your family through all these multiple avenues, that whereas it just used to have to be, you know, this biological relationship.
I mean, if you look at other people's families, it doesn't matter if you're adopted or not. Some are very dysfunctional, some are very functional. I don't think it has anything to do with genes.
I had always wanted to adopt somebody, always, since I was a little girl. You know, if I don't get pregnant, I'll just adopt everybody. There was all kinds of talk about adopting little baby girls from China because they were being abandoned, and, you know, because of the whole one-child policy and this sort of cultural sexism and so forth. Without any fertility intervention, I just ended up accidentally pregnant with twins. When Emma and Miller were about 4, I got pregnant again with a little boy named Jake. I'll have Emma and Miller and Jake, and then whoever I adopt later, but we don't. But Jacob didn't survive.
You know, I always knew that my parents really, really wanted me because, you know, you could get pregnant by accident, and, you know, kids are born every day that way. But I knew that, you know, they really, really wanted me. And they had this book they would read me when I was really young, and about the adopted child. And they always told me how special it was and how special I was and how they loved me so much. So I always felt very loved, and that they were my parents, my true, real parents.
There's no difference in your relationship as a parent with a child that you've come to mother through adoption or biologically. There's just no difference. It all feels the same. I have 3 kids. We all have the same relationships. I mean, it's very good, it's very relaxed, it's very casual, it's quite silly.
You know, if you're adopted, that your parents really, really want you, because they had to jump through hoops to get you.
When you don't attach to another person, your moral fiber doesn't develop. If you don't care if this belongs to someone else, you'll just take it. If you don't care about another person, you might hurt them to get what you want.
They just aren't always there when you need help on stressful situations. You know, the foster family was always there for a helping hand.
Before we recommend a family for a foster care placement, we ask them to spend not only time with us to get to know them and to give them an opportunity to volunteer with perhaps another foster family.
The foster home was rather nice. You know, the people always, you know, foster brother, foster sister, foster parents, always try to make things feel better, say, like more at home, safer and stuff.
When my parents adopted me, they would never have considered adopting a baby of a different race. They even tried to match the background, the European backgrounds, like part German, part French. And they just tried to get a baby that looked as much like them as possible. And now it's not so much like that. You know, if we have the means to give a baby a home, then it just doesn't matter so much.
There are social pressures, especially in certain kinds of, I almost want to say, like, in certain social classes or socioeconomic statuses, where people seem to think that, you know, their own genes are the best.
I think when I was growing up, it was more common to have a father and a mother and children, the traditional sort of family. But I think nowadays, you know, it could be anything. It can be 2 men raising a child to women raising a child, and I think that it's important to recognize all of that. So right now, no, there's no leave it to Beaver family.
If I think of anything that's different because Ellie is adopted, it's more in the area of being protective of her because of comments people will make about adoption. Only in that area that I see where she gets this sort of special protection from the her siblings or from us.
Our society in the United States is really open with it, and it's normal now to see different races in one family, and I think that's great.